Good day everyone, my name is Adriano and this video is for my final project in MMS 145 or Multimedia Communications and Networking under Prof. Angeli Lubrica. And in this video, I'm going to discuss to you about the common networking problems and some of its solutions. There are three topics here. And the number one topic is no internet connection. Number two is slow internet connection. And number three is IP address conflict. And most of the image here are downloaded from Google Image. I'm using Screencast-O-Matic to record this video, and later on I'm going to edit this in VideoPad video editor. And for our first topic, which is a no internet connection or no network connection, when your devices suddenly get disconnected to the internet, the first thing that you try to check is the symbol for network signal, which is located usually on a Windows computer on the lower right corner. It looks like this. And your browser would look like this when you try to connect to the internet. It shows there is no internet connection. And on your smartphone, you won't see any Wi-Fi signal or any available Wi-Fi network on the settings, even if your Wi-Fi is enabled or turned on. This settings is for the iOS phone. So if only one of your devices is not connected, then the problem most likely is in your device, and you may just need to restart your device. But if both is not working on the network connection, then you'll need to check this three: router, LAN cable, and also you gotta verify network utilities. So for the router, usually the first and basic question, is it on or does it have a complete signal or light on the router? This is kind of funny, but yes, some of the end user didn't realize that the router was not on or not properly plugged in. If it is plugged in, then you just need to unplug and plug it back in. Most of the time interval when you plug the router should be at least 13 seconds. And also when it is already on, you have to check if the lights are complete. Most of the router usually has 4 lights. Second is the LAN cable. The problems usually is physical connections are often overlooked, and it may be physically damaged or the wire network or cable is not properly inserted. So you have to check if the LAN cable, if it's tightly or correctly inserted in the port. So it should look like this one in the red box. And check also if there's a green light, and check the type of cable if it is properly connected. So after checking all the possible hardware, you can also try checking the network system through performing basic troubleshooting with the use of 3 basic network utilities commands, which are ipconfig, ping, and traceroute or traceroute for Windows. So okay, for network troubleshooting, all you have to do is launch command prompt. Just search for CMD on your computer. Type ipconfig on your Windows computer to identify your IP address, which is found in the default gateway. We will check if the IP address is accessible through ping command to know if the computer is able to access your router. It will send out packet to a specified device, and it will wait for a reply, and this will also check the response time of your connection. Type ping followed by the address of the default gateway. There are 2 possible replies, which are this. For successful, you can see this image, and for unsuccessful, you will see RTO or request time found. Another way to check the ping is to type it followed by a web address like google.com. So if it is successful, you can see the reply, the response time, and if it is unsuccessful, you will also see RTO or request timed out. Finally, if you still want to trace the packet from your computer to an internet host, you can use the trace route. So for this trace route in your Windows command prompt, which shows the number of hops that the packet requires to reach the host and the travel time of hops, type trace route and the web address, which is google.com. Once successful, you will be able to view the hops between the computer and network to Google website. On the other hand, you can trace on the map, which is causing problem. You can also see request timed out. And lastly, for the solution, do not forget to call the customer service hotline of your ISP or internet service provider to report the problem with your network so that they can take note of the issues in your network and that they can possibly help you with your concerns, because sometimes the internet service provider has its own issues. Alright, move on to another topic, which is slow internet connection. So if you're experiencing slow browsing in your network, all you need to do is you can check the status of your internet speed through speedtest.net. Speedtest can check the speed of ping in milliseconds, download, and the upload of your server. And for this one, I'm going to try to check the status of my internet speed. All I have to do is go to my browser and type in speedtest.net. We can change the server as we're using the LDP, so to search on that, and then I'm near Makati, and then I'll click go. It'll show that I'm at least at 3 Mbps that I receive. Okay, it shows that it's quite fast for my connection because I only have 3 Mbps on my speed. And 26 ms for ping, which is quite good. And for the upload, it's also good. But if you're experiencing otherwise, then all you need to do is try to unplug the router and plug it back after 13 to 30 seconds. This will also help to refresh your network connection. If there are too many devices connected in your network, this is probably one of the problems. So another one is when there are too many files downloading using your network. You just have to try to minimize the number of activities and devices to achieve a better speed. Some of the ISP or internet service provider provides limited data for a monthly connection, which is called capping. So when you reach your limit for the month, you will be experiencing a slow or sometimes no network connection at all. You may call your internet service provider to know the allocated allowance for your bandwidth. Alright, so finally for our last topic, we have IP address conflict. So this usually happens when multiple computers on a LAN share similar IP address. So you'll be getting this error on your screen. Windows has detected an IP address conflict. So to fix this problem, all you have to do is to check the properties of IP in network and sharing centers. Okay, so to do that in Windows computer, you just have to right click on the Wi-Fi button, which is this one. Alright, and then click open network and sharing center. When the windows pop up, click on the change adapter settings located in the left pane. Next is right click on the Wi-Fi icon, click on properties among the options. Then look for Internet Protocol version 4 or IPv4. Alright, and then click that and then click properties. So all you have to do is click obtain IP address automatically and click OK. So that should do it. Okay, so that would be all. For the references, I use all the modules for the readings and professormester.com videos for the references. And thank you for watching. That's it for now. And this is for common networking problems and solutions final project for MMS 145 academic year 2016-2017 UPOU Prof. Marie Angeline Lubrica. Yours truly, Ruby Adriano, and signing off now. Thanks, bye.